Hello everyone, it is great to see you here once again on Dee's Delights. Tonight we are going to use my new waffle maker. We're going to make ahead freezer waffles. So we're going to make these tonight, then we're going to store them in the freezer. All you have to do then is pop them in the toaster, reheat them. They're good for up to 3 months in the freezer. So let's get started. What you're going to need for this recipe is 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/2 cup cornstarch, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon baking soda, 1 and 1.5 to 2 teaspoons cinnamon, 1.5 cups buttermilk, 1/2 cup milk, 3/4 cup vegetable oil, 2 large eggs separated. You want to separate the yolks from the whites. 2 tablespoons granulated sugar, and 1 teaspoon vanilla. So let's get started. First, you're going to want to heat your waffle iron. Next, in a large bowl, mix flour, cornstarch, salt, baking powder, baking soda, and cinnamon, and then we're going to set that aside. So let's put our 1.5 cups flour, our 1/2 cup cornstarch, our 1 teaspoon of salt, our 1 teaspoon baking powder, our 1/2 teaspoon baking soda, and our cinnamon, which is 1.5 to 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. So we'll just mix that all together, and then we're going to set it aside. Smells good. Cinnamon adds just a nice touch. You know, Doug is really thrilled about my new waffle maker too. He gets so excited every time I buy a new appliance. Just kidding. He really doesn't get that excited. Every time he sees the Amazon box come, he just kind of shakes his head. All you ladies out there know what I'm talking about. Okay, in medium bowl, combine buttermilk, milk, vegetable oil, and egg yolks. So let's put our buttermilk and milk. Buttermilk was 1.5 cups. Milk was 1/2 cup, I believe. Our vegetable oil, which is 3/4 cup. And our egg yolks, which was 2 egg yolks. We're going to mix those together. In separate medium bowl, use an electric mixer. Beat egg whites until soft peaks form. Then we're going to add the sugar and the vanilla. Okay, we're going to go ahead and add 2 tablespoons of sugar. And then we're going to keep on beating. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Now that might take about 4 to 5 minutes, so you don't want to be impatient like I am. Now mine makes mini waffles. It's not the large waffles. We're going to go ahead and spray it. And we'll mix all these together. So now pour buttermilk mixture into the dry ingredients. Whisking until just mixed, and then we're going to fold in the eggs. Now we'll go ahead and fold in the egg whites. So to me it looks like we have some nice, light, fluffy waffle mix. Pour batter onto preheated waffle iron, cooking to the desired crispness. Okay, so I'm going to do 1/3 cup for each waffle. We'll let it sit for about 4 minutes. Perfect, it's hot, perfect, and delicious. That amount of batter will make about 16 4-inch round waffles if you use about 1/3 cup per waffle. And that turned out pretty good. About 3 to 4 minutes, depending on the crispiness that you like. But remember, when you reheat them, you're going to be toasting them in the toaster. So you're going to be able to crisp them right back up. They are delicious. They're light, fluffy, slightly sweet. You put your favorite toppings on and this will be fantastic. And the great thing is, you can freeze them for up to 3 months and they'll still be fresh when you pop them in the toaster. So I would highly recommend this recipe. So I have 2 little waffles in each bag. That way, that would be for breakfast. And I put the date for today's date that they were packed on so that somebody knows that they'll be good for 3 months, and try to squeeze out as much air as possible. That way they don't get freezer burn as quick. And then I'm just gonna pop them in the freezer. Voila. Easy peasy. Delicious waffles at your fingertips. Any given time of the day, morning, noon, or night. So thanks for joining me here once again on Dee's Delights. And next up is waffle iron brownies. Have a great week, everyone.